Hey there, ready to unlock some serious Salesforce power? We're diving deep into the Winter 24 release notes. But trust me, this isn't your average tech snooze fest.
Absolutely. We've sifted through all the jargon to bring you the updates that'll actually make a difference in how you work, for the better.
Right, we're talking smoother workflows,
Yeah.
AI doing the heavy lifting, and let's be honest, saying goodbye to those clickathons in Salesforce.
Less clicking, more doing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Yeah, let's do it.
First up, let's talk about those everyday wins, the ones that'll make you want to high-five your screen. You know what I mean? Remember all those tedious little tasks you wished Salesforce could just do automatically? Well, get ready to check those off your list.
I think they actually listened to our wish list with this one.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, like take mass quick actions, for example. Instead of updating related records one by one, you can blast through those updates in a flash now. It's a real time saver, especially when you're dealing with, a mountain of data.
No more data entry carpal tunnel. And speaking of making life easier, dynamic forms are going mobile. Finally.
That's huge.
Remember how you used to be stuck with those clunky forms on your phone?
Yeah, it was painful.
This release changes all that. Now you've got that same sleek, customized experience whether you're at your desk or on the go. Imagine updating customer info on the fly, like right there in a meeting, effortlessly, just like you do on your desktop.
Game changer.
Totally. And for those of you who live and breathe subscriptions, get ready for some serious control over those order product conversions to assets. No more waiting for the entire order to be fulfilled before you can manage individual assets. Huge win for businesses with complex fulfillment processes.
Absolutely. It's all about flexibility and control, which is something we're seeing a lot of in this release.
I like the sound of that.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the heart of Salesforce Sales Cloud. Winter 24 is bringing the AI heat, and it's about to become your secret sales weapon. Imagine this, you're swamped after a big meeting, right? But instead of stressing about those follow-up emails, you've got Einstein AI ready to draft personalized messages with Prompt Builder.
Oh man, talk about a productivity boost. And it goes beyond just emails. Imagine this. You just got off a marathon call with a client. Tons of information, right? Well, now you've got Einstein listening in, ready to give you a concise summary of all the key takeaways. No more scrambling to take notes or worrying about missing a crucial detail.
You know, as someone who's guilty of having a million browser tabs open at once, that feature alone is tempting me to upgrade. It's like having a second brain for sales.
Yeah.
And speaking of superpowers, let's talk about how Service Cloud is getting a dose of AI magic as well.
It's like having a crystal ball for customer service. Instead of just reacting to problems, you're proactively resolving them, leading to happier customers and less stressed out service agents.
Everybody wins.
Exactly. And for those really complex cases that need a human touch, Salesforce is making it easier to connect with the right agent at the right time,
No more getting bounced around different departments or stuck on hold for hours. That's music to my ears. Now let's switch gears a bit to the folks behind the scenes. The coding wizards who make all this Salesforce magic happen. Our developers. Winter 24 is bringing some major enhancements to Lightning Web Components, or LWCs as we like to call them. They're basically the building blocks of modern Salesforce apps.
Kind of like Legos. Each component has its own specific function, and you can combine them in endless ways to build custom applications.
And with this release, those Legos just got a whole lot cooler. One of the biggest updates is dynamic LWC imports,
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
which I'm told will bring a smile to any developer's face.
For sure. Dynamic imports mean you can load components only when they're needed instead of loading everything up front. This translates to faster page load times, smoother, more responsive user experience.
It's all about optimizing performance, making those Salesforce apps lightning fast. And for our Apex developers, get ready to embrace the power of data weave.
Yes. This integration opens up a world of possibilities for data transformation right there in your Apex code. It's like having a Swiss Army knife for data manipulation.
Okay, I have to admit, I'm not a developer, so I need a real-world example here. How would a developer actually use data weave in Apex?
Sure. Let's say you're integrating Salesforce with an external system that sends data in kind of a messy, complicated format.
Yeah, been there.
Before DataWeave, you'd have to write a ton of code just to clean and transform that data into a usable format for Salesforce.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It could be, but with DataWeave, you can accomplish those complex transformations with just a few lines of code. It simplifies the entire process, makes data integration way more efficient.
Okay, now that's impressive. Speaking of impressive, let's talk about the API updates coming in Winter 24. Salesforce is known for its robust APIs, which let developers connect Salesforce to practically anything. And this release takes things to a whole new level, especially for developers working with GraphQL.
Absolutely. GraphQL is becoming super popular for building APIs, and Salesforce is leading the charge here with its enhanced GraphQL capabilities. We're
Yeah.
talking about more efficient data, fetching a more intuitive query language, and just overall a more developer-friendly experience.
Music to a developer's ears.
But hold on. It's not all about the shiny new features. Salesforce is also upping its game when it comes to security and trust.
Which is music to everyone's ears.
Right. With Winter 24, enhanced domains are becoming the gold standard, which means your Salesforce org is getting a serious security upgrade, more secure URLs, better protection against phishing attacks. Yeah, it's all about keeping your data safe and sound, and enhanced domains are key for that.
Absolutely. And speaking of security essentials, remember our good friend multi-factor authentication, or MFA as we like to call it.
You mean the superhero of account security?
Exactly.
Mm.
Salesforce is continuing its rollout of MFA auto-enablement, making this powerful security feature mandatory for all users. No more excuses for skipping that extra layer of protection.
Good move. With all the cyber threats out there these days, making MFA a must-have is just essential for safeguarding data.
Couldn't agree more. But security isn't just about passwords and authentication. It's also about protecting user privacy. And Salesforce is showing some serious love in that department with the new Privacy Center app. This handy tool gives you a central hub for managing all things privacy, from your organization's policies to individual data requests.
Think of it like your command center for all things data privacy.
I like it.
You can easily track and respond to requests, make sure you're compliant with regulations, and empower your users to manage their own privacy preferences.
It's like having a personal privacy assistant. Now, let's talk about something that can often feel like a soul-sucking part of working with manual data entry.
Ugh, don't remind me.
I think we've all been there, right?
Tell me about it. Tedious, time-consuming, nobody's favorite task, that's for sure.
Well, get ready for Salesforce to wave its magic AI wand and make those data entry blues a thing of the past. Because Winter 24 brings the power of generative AI to Prompt Builder. Yeah. Which means you can populate field values automatically.
Like having an AI assistant that can kind of predict what you need to enter and do it for you. Imagine filling out entire forms with just a couple of clicks, or having Salesforce automatically pull in relevant data from other records. I mean, the time-saving potential here is huge.
Huge is an understatement. Speaking of saving time, let's move on to the always exciting world of customer service.
Always exciting.
Salesforce is on a mission to transform the customer experience, and Winter 24 is packed with innovations to make support more efficient, more effective, more, dare I say, delightful.
Absolutely. We're saying goodbye to the days of clunky self-service portals and endless hold times. Salesforce is using the power of AI to deliver these really seamless and personalized support experiences that leave customers feeling heard and valued.
Now that's what I call a win-win. One of the standout features in this release is the enhanced article answers in Einstein bots.
It's all about giving customers the answers they need instantly right. So picture this. A customer comes to your website with a question. And instead of digging through pages of help articles, they're greeted by an Einstein bot that understands their query and gives them the most relevant answer.
It's like having a 24/7 knowledge expert on standby. No more frustrating searches or dead-end FAQs. Just quick, accurate answers that leave customers feeling good.
Exactly. And for those really tricky cases that need a human touch, Salesforce has made it easier for customers to connect with the right agent at the right time.
No more getting lost in the shuffle or transferred to 5 different departments. It sounds like Salesforce is taking customer service to a whole new level.
They're giving businesses the tools to create exceptional support experiences, that's for sure.
Now, while we're on the topic of exceptional experiences, let's shift gears to a platform where creativity reigns supreme: Experience Cloud.
This is where brands can really unleash their inner digital architects and create those wow-worthy experiences that customers crave.
And with Winter 24, Salesforce is giving you even more tools to build those show-stopping digital experiences. We're talking enhancements to Experience Builder, new components for Lightning Web Components, a whole lot of creative firepower to bring your vision to life.
One of the most exciting updates, I think, is the ability to embed Tableau views directly into your Lightning pages, bringing the power of Tableau's data visualization right into your Salesforce workflows.
Oh, that's cool.
So now your users can access rich dashboards and insights without ever leaving the platform.
It's like giving your users X-ray vision for their data. They can explore trends, identify patterns, make data-driven decisions, all within the context of their everyday work. No more toggling between different apps or struggling to make sense of static spreadsheets.
Exactly. And speaking of making things easier, Salesforce is making it even simpler to create and deliver targeted content with enhancements to Salesforce CMS.
Now, I know CMS isn't exactly the sexiest topic,
It's true.
but it's the backbone of any great digital experience, right?
It really is. A well-oiled CMS is essential for managing and delivering all that engaging content that keeps customers coming back for more.
So tell me more about these CMS enhancements.
Yeah.
What can users look forward to in Winter 24?
Well, for starters, Salesforce is making it even easier to manage and deliver content across multiple channels, with new features for enhanced CMS workspaces and seamless integration with LWR sites.
So instead of managing content in silos, you can create once and publish everywhere. That's got to be a dream come true for content creators.
For sure. It streamlines the whole content workflow, makes it easier to maintain consistency across all your digital channels.
I love it. And what about those pesky content dependencies that can sometimes trip people up?
Yes, those. Don't worry, Salesforce has got you covered. They've introduced this new feature that prevents users from accidentally unpublishing content that's still being referenced elsewhere.
So no more broken links or page not found errors.
Exactly.
That's a relief. It's all about maintaining content integrity and ensuring a smooth and consistent experience for your users.
Precisely. And to make things even better, they've added a new status tab in CMS workspaces so you can track the export and import of content and translations.
Content clarity check. Now let's talk about a tool that's become really essential for anyone who wants to automate processes in Salesforce and really make it work smarter, not harder. And that's Flow Builder.
Flow Builder is like if you ask me, the Swiss Army knife of Salesforce automation. It lets you build these really powerful workflows, automate complex business processes, all without writing a single line of code.
And the best part is you don't have to be a developer to use it.
Yeah.
Salesforce is really focused on making Flow Builder more user-friendly and accessible to everyone.
Oh, absolutely. And in Winter 24, they're taking things even further with some seriously cool enhancements, like the new transform element.
Ooh, tell me more about this transform element.
This little gem lets you easily manipulate large sets of data, so it's a breeze to clean, transform, and integrate data from different sources.
Data integration without writing code. I'm listening.
Imagine this. You're a marketing manager and you want to automatically segment leads based on data coming from all these different places, like web forms, social media marketing automation tools. In the past, you might have needed a developer to come in and, wrangle all that data into shape.
But now problem solved with Flow Builder's new transform element.
Exactly. Now you can use Flow Builder to easily map and transform that data directly. So you've got a streamlined process for lead segmentation and nurturing. It's all about empowering business users to automate more, free up those developers to focus on the really complex tasks.
I love that. And speaking of making life easier, Salesforce is also giving us more control over error messages in Flow Builder, which, let's be honest, is way overdue.
It's true. Generic error messages can be so frustrating for users, right? It leaves them feeling lost and unsure of what to do next.
Like hitting a dead end in a choose-your-own-adventure book, but there's no going back to, choose a different path.
Exactly. But now, with the new custom error message element, you can create these targeted messages that provide clear guidance and context. You can guide users toward the right solution.
So much more user-friendly. Instead of just saying error, you can say, oops, looks like something went wrong. Here's how to fix it.
Exactly. It's all about creating a smoother, more intuitive experience for your users, even when things don't go as planned.
Now, since we're on the topic of Flow Builder, I have to ask about the Migrate to Flow tool. I know a lot of folks are still transitioning from workflow rules and process builder. Anything new on that front?
Great question. Salesforce knows that change can be challenging, right? So they're making it even easier to embrace the power of Flow with some significant updates to the Migrate to Flow tool.
So even more of those legacy automations can now make the leap to Flow Builder.
Absolutely. You can migrate even those really complex processes now, including ones with pending time-based actions and custom metadata references and formulas.
Wow, that's awesome. It sounds like Salesforce is really committed to making Flow the one-stop shop for all things automation.
They're constantly adding new features, making it more powerful, which is great news for anyone who wants to work smarter, not harder in Salesforce.
Speaking of working smarter, let's talk about mobile. It's the age of on-the-go productivity, and Salesforce is making sure you can access your data and get things done no matter where you are.
For sure. The Salesforce mobile app is getting a major upgrade in Winter 24. One of the biggest highlights, I'd say, is the general availability of dynamic forms on mobile.
So does this mean I can finally say goodbye to those clunky static mobile forms?
Yes, you got it. Now you'll have the same sleek, customizable forms on your phone or tablet as you do on your desktop, with all the power and flexibility that comes with them.
No more pinching and zooming, no more scrolling through endless fields, no more wishing I was back at my desk. It's about time.
Right. And they've also made some really nice improvements for admins who need to manage access to sandbox environments, those, safe spaces where you can test new features and configurations without affecting your live data.
Sandboxes are essential for any Salesforce admin. It's like having a playground for grown-up techies. What kind of improvements can admins look forward to?
One of the coolest new additions is the selective sandbox access feature, which gives admins granular control over who can access specific sandboxes.
So instead of giving everyone the keys to the kingdom, you can limit access to only those who actually need it. That's a huge win for security and control.
For sure. It ensures that only authorized people can access sensitive data and configurations, even in those testing environments.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about data, the lifeblood of any successful business. Salesforce has always been a data-driven platform, and Winter 24 takes things to a whole new level with advancements in data management and analytics.
Absolutely. Salesforce wants to help you unlock the full potential of your data. And this release is packed with features that'll make it easier than ever to gather insights, uncover trends, make those really smart decisions.
It's like having a team of data scientists on call 24/7. One of the most exciting developments here is the deeper integration between Salesforce and Data Cloud.
Yeah, this is going to be a game changer. Combining the power of Salesforce's CRM data with all the capabilities of Data Cloud businesses can now create a single unified view of their customer data.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Give me an example. How would this work in the real world?
Let's say you're a retailer and you want to create those super personalized shopping experiences for your customers, right? By connecting your Salesforce CRM data with data from other sources like your e-commerce platform loyalty program, marketing automation tools, you can create this 360-degree view of each customer.
Wow, so it's like having a customer data superhero with X-ray vision into every interaction and preference.
Exactly. And then you can personalize every touch point, from product recommendations to email campaigns, create those delightful experiences that keep customers coming back.
That's amazing. So much potential there. And speaking of unlocking potential, what's new in the world of CRM analytics?
CRM Analytics is getting a ton of love in this release. They've added a bunch of great new features, including the ability to join multiple data model objects in a single dashboard query.
Okay, hold on. I need the non-technical translation, please.
Hmm.
What does it actually mean for the average user?
No problem. Basically, it means you can create even more powerful and insightful dashboards by combining data from different sources, all within CRM Analytics.
So instead of having separate dashboards for, say, sales data and marketing data, I can see it all in one place.
Exactly. It gives you a more complete picture of your business, makes it easier to spot those important connections between different sets of data.
No more data silos. I love it.
Right. And to make those dashboards even more useful, they've added the ability to create custom themes. So now you can brand your dashboards to match your company's branding.
That's a big deal. Presentation matters, especially when you're trying to, wow those stakeholders with your data insights.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of impressing stakeholders, Salesforce is also making it even easier to share those valuable CRM analytics insights with your team.
Because data is meant to be shared.
Exactly. The CRM Analytics for Slack app is getting a major update with enhanced subscription and notification management features.
So now you can share key dashboards and reports right there in Slack, keep everyone on the same page, and, create that data-driven culture.
And to give your analysts even more power, Salesforce is introducing CRM Analytics, direct data for Data Cloud.
Okay, what does that one do?
This lets analysts directly query and analyze data from Data Cloud right inside of CRM Analytics.
So no more jumping between different platforms.
No more jumping. It's all about streamlining that analytics workflow and making sure everyone can make data-driven decisions.
Wow, I'm seriously impressed. It sounds like Winter 24 is a game changer for anyone who uses data in Salesforce.
Absolutely. This release is all about making data more accessible, more actionable, and more central to everything you do in Salesforce.
This has been an incredible deep dive. From AI-powered assistance to streamlined automation, enhanced security, and data-driven insights, Winter 24 is packed with innovations that will absolutely transform the way we work with Salesforce.
I completely agree. It's exciting to see Salesforce continuing to push the boundaries of what's possible. I can't wait to see how these new features help businesses do even greater things.
And there you have it, your crash course on all the exciting things coming in the Salesforce Winter 24 release notes. We've covered a lot of ground today, but this is really just the tip of the iceberg. So dive into those full release notes and discover how Winter 24 can transform your Salesforce experience. Until next time, happy exploring.